Nobody made an order. I now started analyzing. I started saying, hey, what if they don't like it? Will they say I copied somebody's style? But the style is my own. But I tried now. I did this now. I did photo shoots now. I spent money now. I went here now. I even did makeup and hair. I did the things I've not done before. Okay, so that means that people don't like the idea that a plus size person is actually doing a plus size, fashion. I started cutting myself low. That's, wait, I am the catalyst of my own destiny. You're welcome to another episode of Life Unscripted with Olabisi. My name is Olabisi. Oh yeah, come close. Wait, just stop like that. Wait, hold on. You are like me. We like to know the end of a thing from the beginning. Unfortunately, we do not have the capacity to, because it is only God that knows the end of a thing from the beginning. So what do? We overanalyze. You sit down. You think about all the bad things that could happen and not one good thing. You'll be asking, what if? Wait first. Allow the thing to even start. No. We will overanalyze everything before it starts. Let me give you gist. You know me, I come loaded. Gist day. Story. Once upon a time. So that's how I wanted to start fashion business. So I say I want to do clothes for big people like me. You understand me now? Because we don't usually used to find the thing we like to be wearing in the market in our size. So I say I want to do fashion business. I put all my money together. I did not draw up a business plan. I said, okay, what am I going to? In fact, I got a friend that invested 50K. That guy's 50K entered the mall though. But we move. So he introduced me to some clients in Abuja. I got some people in Lagos that was going to make me the attire. I drew up the designs. It was beautiful. They hired me. I did the clothing. They paid for my ticket to Abuja. I was like, is this the lifestyle, Lomo? Oshe, one first client. What are we talking? Let's go. I went, did the job. It was beautiful. I dressed up the client, accessories, clothing, everything. Bam, bam, beautiful. I came back to Lagos. With my chest, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be having clientele. Then one magazine came and said, you know what? Do like a photo shoot, a spread, do like a runner. They call it runners, samples for your fashion. We'll put it on our magazine. You're not going to pay us anything. I spent money. In fact, I asked the person that sold the cloth to make teru. You know what teru is? I don't know the English word for teru. So, but it's something that they use in the fashion industry when you're trying to learn. So I told her to cut that material in size 12 to 20. Like, I invested money. I spent money. I put it on Facebook, thinking that everybody that sees the post wants to buy my clothes, Abi. I didn't understand anything about doing the marketing. I didn't know anything about sales. I now sat down waiting for people to order. Nobody made an order. I now started analyzing. I started saying, hey, what if they don't like it? Will they say I copied somebody's style? But the style is my own. But I tried now. I did this now. I did photo shoots now. I spent money now. I went here now. I even did makeup and hair. I did the things I've not done before. Okay, so that means that people don't like the idea that a plus size person is actually doing a plus size, fashion. I started cutting myself low. By the time I was done, even I would not have bought anything for myself. I was my own worst critic. And anytime I was telling anybody about the business, I wasn't telling them about it in the positive light. I was telling them from my over-analyzed, over-critiqued mind. I had emptied the life. In fact, I had snuffed out the life of the business before it bearer from the ground. that business, obviously, you know that the business did not grow. It did not thrive. See, those Abuja people were the only people I sold that into. They were the only clients I had. In fact, one guy reached out to me on Facebook, called me. I want to make a size 20 for my wife. She come. I carry cloth, give tailor, so man block me. He did not buy clothes. He did not return my call. So the money I used for production entered the mud. I had to give that cloth out to my friend because I was a size 16 back in the day. So I couldn't even wear the cloth out of anger. I had to give the cloth to my friend. And that one too was just, I said, take pictures, put it up on social media, let everyone know. Maybe she will do it tomorrow. And this was like 8 years ago. So I was now complaining to my friend. I was talking to my friend that, listen, I said this. She said, will you shut up your mouth? How will it grow? When you have used your mouth to destroy everything. Madam Overanalyzer. They need to give you crown on your head like this. The way you overanalyze. Look at all the evil that you spoke about the business. Okay, tell me one good thing that this business did for you. But it brought a smile on people's face. But that's not all. He said, what else does fashion do? It brings a smile on people's faces. When you dress well, you smile, you look good, you feel good, then you are able to do good things. What more do you want? I said, but it did not sell. He said, it cannot sell now. You have over-criticized everything. Nobody is going to buy anything from you. And then I realized that, I am the catalyst of my own destiny. That the things I say out of my mouth are what is going to happen. So if I overanalyze the reason why this thing is like this, and then I started taking an appraiser and realized that trauma causes overanalyzing, especially when you always have to explain yourself to people, always have to prove yourself to people, looking for validation up and down the whole place. You overanalyze. If I had known, I would not have done that to myself. Because that business was a good business. And I'm asking the Lord, I said, if you give me one more chance, I will not overanalyze this thing anymore. Because I literally killed that business. So I'm going to ask you to walk away from overanalyzing because it doesn't serve your purpose. Check out the things that you have overanalyzed in your life. Some of you have turned your husbands to friend zones because of overanalyzing. What if his mother doesn't like me? What if his sister doesn't like me? What if the dad doesn't like me? What if they say I don't have enough money? What if they say I don't have enough pedigree? What if they say this? What if they actually like you? You want to start a business. You want to start a career. You're trying to build up something. You have a dream, you have a desire, but you have torn it down before it actually got into seed form. It's still in your idea. It hasn't become a seed, and you had killed it. What if it actually works? What if that thing actually works? What if that business succeeds? Why don't you think positive thoughts? The Bible says in Romans chapter 12, verse 2, that we should not be conformed to the way the world thinks or the cultures of the earth, but that we should be transformed by the renewing of our minds, so that we will know what is good and acceptable will of God. So what if you use the word of God as your yardstick instead of you using your thoughts? Because let me tell you something, a natural human mind never thinks good things 24/7. 90% of the time you are thinking about the thing that could go wrong to you and around you. Thinking about why things are not going right, and then 10% you realize that Jesus still loves you. Why not flip the script? So I flipped the scripts. But not on this fashion business because that one died. And the money I put inside entered straight mud. In fact, it was covered in mudness. Nothing. And the other part of my life that I discovered that I could do well, I decided that I was going to speak good of. And that has led me here. Stop overanalyzing. Pack up your bed from that room of overanalyzing and move away. Move to the room where goodness and mercy prevails. Stop thinking that you are not good enough. Stop wondering what could go wrong. Stop asking, and maybe this thing does not work. Okay, so ask yourself, why do I think that I am not good enough, and yet God gave me the idea in the first place? If that idea drops in your mind, that's because God knows that you have the capacity to carry it out. What is the worst that will happen? You will fail, Abi. You will fail, Abi. So because you're afraid of failure, that means that you don't try. Abraham Lincoln was asked when he finally became president after 9 failed attempts at elections. They asked him, how come you kept going over and over and over again before you became president? He said he just learned 9 ways not to do it. What if he had overanalyzed? That guy was the reason why slavery was immediately abolished in the United States. What if he had overanalyzed and walked away from that dream? Who knows? So you don't know what is in the other side of your risk. You don't know what is in the other side of you taking that step and doing that thing. So stop overanalyzing, my brother and my sister. Life is too short, oh. And life is sweet too. Imagine the people you are going to help and the smiles you are going to put on people's faces with the things that you are deciding to do. So get up, take up your bed, and move away from the room of overanalyzing. Move into the room of positivity. Move into the room of possibilities. Okay. So now smile, because I think I was a bit hard to you before, Abby. I'm sorry now. It was just that the thing was gingering me. As it was gingering me, I was giving it to you. As I did give it you today, you know, they collect. But so thank you so much for listening to me again. I will be back again for another episode of Life Unscripted with Olabisi. But I want you to follow us on all our social media platforms. I also want you to like and share our posts and our videos. Until I come your way again next time. When I ask you what room you are better be in a room of possibilities. Sorry, my mic moved.